Hello, I want to talk about bleed. So here's a postcard that we hand out for people who are submitting portfolios. We do it in-house, and if we are sending these to the press, you'd also want to do this as well. So if you look at the edge, I've got my photo or anything that's going to go to the edge going over the edge of the document. So this little red area is my bleed zone. So if we take that off, we go down here to preview, it looks like that when we cut it, but I've established a bleed. Now bleed's very important because I'm sure everyone's aware when you X-Acto cut and you try to get it right on that edge, you get a little white. You know, it's hard to get that exactly on the edge, and then you start losing your design, or you get a little white line or things like that, and then pretty soon you cut a little bit more, and then pretty soon the whole thing needs to be reprinted. So I'm in InDesign. So if we go to File, Document Setup, within the guidelines down here it says bleed and slug. We can change this. So I recommend like at least an 1/8 inch all around, and pull any of your artwork, you know, your color backgrounds beyond that, and then print with those. Okay, so establish a bleed in your document from the get. Then we'll go File, Export. When we export this out as a PDF to be printed, let me see where that is. Export. Okay. Okay, we go down here to Marks and Bleeds, and we want to print out crop marks and bleed marks. Okie dokie. So when we do that, it will print, you know, it'll. So here's the PDF. If you look, here's the mark. So this is the bleed mark, and this is the crop mark. So when you X-Acto down your crop mark, you've got some wiggle room. Okay, so this should ring true. Like, see this black bar? I don't have to just line it up perfectly anymore. I could just cut there, and if I'm off a millimeter, it's not going to make a difference. So bleeds are very important. Please consider using those. If you haven't sent things to print, please set those up with bleeds.